Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is my project for environmental science about factory farming and the companies involved in it. I really hope that by the end of this video you have put some kind of thought into what happens to your food and where it comes from. There are lots and lots of problems with factory farming. Pollution! There's lots of air pollution because of factory farming because you're using a factory, which most factories run off of coal and oil, and there's air pollution. You need the transportation to bring like chickens to factories or your crops to the factories. That creates air pollution. If you use pesticides on your crops, then a lot of it gets down into the runoff and it goes into streams and lakes and pollutes that. There's too much waste, so it's going into places where there shouldn't be like manure. They don't need like fertilizer or anything, so soil is being like completely destroyed because when you grow one crop on a piece of land over and over and over again, soil just, there's no nutrients in it anymore. Factory farming has also caused a very big drop in biodiversity because we're using the same kind of cows, the same kinds of chickens, the same kinds of pigs, same kinds of crops. It's the same seed, the same animal that we're using over and over again. Our lack of biodiversity is not good. Another issue with factory farming is how we're genetically modifying animals and also plants, and we don't know the effect that they'll have on us. So many of the things that we eat are genetically modified. We have no idea what GMOs do, but as time is going by, more people are realizing that a lot of the food that they're eating isn't true or honest. A lot of people are demanding for a better product that they know more about, and they know that it's like good, it's not harmful to the environment, so that's a pretty good thing. I think that more people really need to realize what's wrong with factory farming. And now I'm just going to tell you the top companies that process food in the United States and what they're doing or not doing. Purdue, here at Purdue, you know, our factories and farms and all that stuff. I'm going to tell you a little about our chickens and our hatcheries and our factories. Now, here at Purdue, we try our best to satisfy our customers, so to make sure that everything's going smooth, we have control of every single part of the supply chain. We control every part of this whole process. Our chickens are genetically modified, but that's no problem. You know, we just try to do that so that we can get the best chicken available to you. Our hatcheries are run by independent farmers. They have a nice place to live. They're overseen by veterinarians. Everybody at the hatcheries is trained on poultry welfare. There's no pesticides in our grain that we feed our chickens. And lastly, I assure you, there's no use of antibiotics or hormones in our chickens. And now, this is Sanderson Farms Incorporated. I would like to tell you that our product's completely fine, and one of our main goals at Sanderson Farms is to ensure that none of our chickens are pumped with sodium or water, any other additives. Now, of course, it's fine to like genetically modified chickens and pump them with antibiotics, but we don't pump them with any other additives after. We like to feed our chickens some enriched corn-based feed. It's based on corn though, so it's totally fine. We keep our chickens in a climate-controlled environment, and they are only caged during transport. So our chicken is 100% natural, and I hope you like it. Remember, we do not sell pumped chicken here at Sanderson Farms. And now we have someone from Tyson Foods. We strive to conduct business in an ethical and honest manner. Tyson expects every single business partner of which it has to comply to these rules and regulations and laws as well. So, it's not our problem if they don't. We have a long-standing commitment to the well-being and proper handling of our animals used in our food products. We expect our supply partners to use humane procedures and sound animal husbandry practices designed to prevent the mistreat of our animals. We are committed to conducting business in a safe, environmentally responsible manner. And now, thanks to Wikipedia, I can tell you more about their actual farms. We have really long, windowless sheds for our chickens. They're bred to grow really fast. Their breast muscles may grow so big that occasionally broilers became too heavy to walk and thus starve, Crowding reduced costs, and the propane bill to heat just one shed can be $5,000 per winter. Crowding also keeps the chickens from moving around. Immobile chickens gain more weight, as they like to peck at each other. Some of them don't even have feathers anymore. They reach about 6 pounds after 7 to 8 weeks in the shed. At that time, Tyson workers arrived in a tractor-trailer truck to pack the entire flock into crates and take them to the nearest Tyson meatpacking plant or processor, where they are slaughtered and packaged for supermarkets. After a week or two of vacant sheds, a new flock of chicks arrives in plastic boxes and the cycle starts again. They go through 6 or 5 cycles each year. They own the chickens and provide all their feed, as well as feed additives such as antibiotics to promote growth. Yep. Yes, I'm filming this 2 separate days, but I don't care. And last, but certainly not least, we have Smithfield Food Incorporated. And that's basically it. Those are companies, and they're like the nation's leading producers of meat. They use factory farming. I think that lots of people are realizing what's in their food and what's going into their food, and I don't understand. It's kind of like a really bad system, and if we could go back to like giving animals like real food, natural food, and putting them in their natural environment and doing things the more natural way, it would be a really big helper for our environment, because we're killing our environment. Lots of people don't realize that you make a difference. If one person stops buying from a certain company, it does make a difference after a while. I mean, they're losing sales, and if a bunch of people came together, even if it was a group of like 20 people, like if our entire school like were to stop buying from any of these companies, like if they just didn't buy any like packaged meat and they got it from like a local farm, it would make a huge impact. The supermarkets would see that we're not buying anymore, and they would try to find better products and try to figure out why, and we could change things that way. But people are so lazy and don't even make any attempt to do anything, and maybe people should just be more educated, because they probably don't understand. And maybe if they were educated about our environment and were told about the issues and told what really goes on, then maybe making better choices as well. And yeah.